Okay, hello everybody. We are here again with this new episode of these chats, these conversations that I've been doing with beautiful people over there. So this time, I invite my dear friend that is over there to join us to the conversation to talk about Virgo's energy. So please, dear friend, I want you to introduce yourself, tell us your name, where are you, what to do if you want. Share with us whatever you want, please.
Okay, yes, thank you for inviting me to this conversation. I'm looking forward to it. My name is Sara Rönnqvist, and I come from Finland. And yeah, we are now in Helsinki, both of us. Yes, I am doing a PhD in social interaction at the university here in Helsinki. So I'm very interested in conversations and words and yes, what we do with words. And my first language is Swedish, and I'm a part of this language minority in Finland that has Swedish as their first language. And I come from an area up north on the west coast in Finland where most people speak Swedish.
Thank you. I really like this introduction because, yeah, we are going to talk, we are going to share a conversation today. And if this is your field, so this is good. This is good. So, yes, I'm very interested about this energy, about Virgo and you as our our guest, sorry, because Virgo energies has been very misunderstood because it's talking about details and small things and words. Why not? Like words that are very small, and if we put them together, then something else appears, right? So it's interesting. It's interesting, and also let's say that a little bit Virgo is talking about of that kind of invisible beings or invisible things that maybe from the beginning we cannot see them or we are not noticing them, but they are also very important and they are playing a very interesting role in the system. So I like when you said I'm from this minority from Finland. That yes, in here most of the people speak Finnish, but yes, there is another language over there, another thing, and I would love you if you can talk more about this part of you, the Swedish speaking part and the minority, because remind me a little bit about Virgo also.
Yes. What came to mind when you said this, that you made the connection between, yes, the minority and these small things you don't notice right away, is that the funny thing with this minority and having this Swedish as the first language in Finland is that it's also very local how you speak in different, depending on where you come from. So your Swedish can sound very different because there are many dialects. So we can go even further down in the in this hierarchy, or not even hierarchy, but when you make it more dissecting it even closer, you see, yes, a lot more. And even though Swedish is a big, the first language in Sweden, and many people speak it in Sweden, how it sounds in Finland is different because you have it as a language with close to Finnish. So it's also being influenced, of course, by the Finnish here. Yes, and for me, it's being a part of this minority is, of course, a normal thing because I've always been. But yes, coming from this region where more people, like the people I grew up with, had also Swedish as their first language, was of course the normal thing, and coming also from this smaller community, for me it was also important to go away from there and to see like more of the world and get to understand more things about the world and about myself, and moving then to Helsinki, where Finnish is very strong and you need it. You need Finnish to do things in your everyday life, to go to buy your food and to talk to people in the public space and so on. So of course it was also about, for me, I wanted to learn also Finnish much better so that I could have an everyday life without it being too hard, but also for understanding, of course. Like I'm still from Finland. This is my country. So for me, understanding both languages and what is different, what is the common things, this I think has always been important to me. And also having this understanding about a multilingual country, and yes, bilingual, but of course we have many other minorities as well in Finland, a Russian-speaking one and a Latino community. It's maybe a bit smaller, but and yes, many. I think there are 5 minority languages. So Romani and Yiddish and all of these languages as well. But Swedish is an official language because of the history in Finland. But yes, what I was thinking was that then it's also for me interesting and to understand when I meet new people that come from different parts of the world, having different languages, coming from a country that has also many languages and 2 official ones. It's maybe a bit easier also to understand this, that identity is very complex and there are these things you said that are invisible that you don't notice on the first glance or the first meeting, but when you start talking and start asking questions and going deeper, you get to know much more things. And also then in the end we are still alike, that we all face like the big questions, who to love and who to live and how to work.
But I like what you're saying, and I can start feeling already your Virgo energy. And of course, it's Virgo season. So we are like talking about details and small things and layers. And that's why I also made this hairstyle today. It took a lot of time and like having, like, because we are going to honor today, Virgo. So when you were talking, I was thinking about humbleness at the very beginning, because you were saying, okay, I'm from this minority. I came from a city where Swedish was my whole language and everything. But then I moved to another city that is more like international city. Like there are so many things together, and is this aspect of Virgo that knows that I am in a system, and it's not just about me. It's not just about me. It's about all the system, and I want, and Virgo wants as an energy to let the system works. So it's like, okay, I'm in this. Of course, I can continue speaking just with Swedish, and I will find my community here also as well. But I do want to understand others. I do want to yeah, what you mentioned. So yeah, the first word was humbleness. The other one was like, you were saying something about the communication. What was the last thing you said? You mentioned the because we when for example, we're talking in English, right? We can communicate a lot of things, but if you start speaking in Spanish, let's say, you will get more things about me, and I will get more things about you if I speak Swedish as well. We don't speak Swedish or Spanish, but it's true. So there is this detail and deepness. Is it okay?
Or
Uh,
depth.
the depth thing that we can find from the detail. So yes, what do you think about these two? Like the humbleness. What does it mean for you? How have you been feeling with this world? How can you describe it?
Yes, that's nice that came to mind for you. Yes, I would say that it's very an overarching word in my life. Maybe in the sense of always feeling that this is just one side. This is just one side of the story. This is my perspective. I'm a part of a whole. And like you said also in the start with this, the small things, and when you put them in order, you get meaning. And this is what I also my research is about. That how is this order, and it's all about, yes, how you combine the pieces that will create a certain kind of meaning, and if you will put them in a bit different order, there will be another kind of meaning. And yes, for in like meeting with people and also getting to know people, which is very important to me, is about, yes, seeing this puzzle, and being also, yes, humble in the meeting, that we all make our own puzzles, and we can still share a lot of things, but there are many different ways of making the puzzle. And like maybe what is common is that we all make puzzles and try to create meaning out of our lives, but how they look is a bit different. We paint with different colors and different shades of the colors and yes, and I'm very fascinated by this palette, that there are so many different ways of doing the puzzle or painting your painting. And maybe this humbleness is also, yes, the appreciation of these different ways and different palettes. And when for me, maybe meeting people and reading books and studying and being curious, for me is to also a widening my own perspective, because I wouldn't been able to see these different images or new puzzles without getting to know the people, going to new places, going to museums, looking at art, reading books, and yes, this um, to look at the details in order to, and of course that with the details comes the composition as well, how you put them together. So yes, this system, it took, yeah, you started from humbleness, so yes, appreciation for what is different, and still seeing also what we what we share. I guess that's also a condition in order to appreciate the differences, is that we also remind ourselves that we are also alike in the like the basic values maybe of respecting one another.
Yes, I like when you were saying about the museums and the pieces and the puzzle. Of course, is very Virgo energy for sure. It's like, yeah, creating the whole picture at the end. And with Virgo, we are trying to create our own language. Doesn't matter if you come from Colombia and you speak Spanish. No, let's create your own language. How is yours language, right? It's like maybe my language is created by the music I heard, the food I eat, yeah, the topics I like, and it's very symbolic at the end, like Virgo. So I can catch this from what you were saying. Like, yes, for me, creating the puzzle is yes, is this is going through life with a symbolic point of view, let's say. And yes, and also Virgo is trying to create the logic. It's like, what is logic? Like, how can I organize this and make a thing coherent? And like, okay, of course, let's recapitulate. Can I say this word again? We are not just one energy in our natal chart, we are the whole of them. But if we have Virgo as a very main thing, so this is something very common for us, like this logic thing, this puzzle thing, this humbleness, this knowing that we all have limits, and I'm here and there is you, but we complement, like the story is all right. So I would like to share a picture, an image, and to continue our conversation in here. Can you see it right now? Okay, so here it is, our zodiac wheel, and here are our beautiful energies. And I'm going to show you Virgo energy for the ones that haven't never hear about it, or is the very first time, or maybe you already hear it but you don't know that much. So is this one over here. Is my mouse moving? Can you see it, Sally? Okay, it's over here, but I'm going to rotate this so you can. Okay, so right now in the app, so is the sixth energy of the zodiac sign, zodiac wheel. So and it's in green. Green is the color because it's a earth sign. The second one, the first one was Taurus, and then the second one is Virgo. And there is this girl, woman, or this being over here contemplating a mirror. What do you think, or what do you feel, or with this, like a being contemplating a mirror? What does it mean this for you?
What first comes to mind is maybe some kind of mirror self-reflection and introspection, and also maybe taking like taking things in pieces.
The other day I was like listening to an interview of an actor, and someone asked to him like, you are very handsome. When you look at the mirror, you see yourself very handsome. And I was like, oh my gosh, what is this question? And he said like, not at all. Like when we watch a mirror, or when we see a mirror, we are not really seeing the outside. We are seeing the inside. Actually, we are seeing that body over there, but with our own things inside, like with our insecurities, with our troubles, or with our virtues, or whatever, but we are also seeing something inside. So I like when you said introspection. Yes, yes. So sometimes people doesn't understand at the beginning this mirror thing, because it's like, what? Maybe with the mirror we can talk about Leo, that they want to just see themselves all the time. They are the kings and queens, but no, in Virgo, the mirror represents also this introspection, this puzzle that we are trying to figure out inside also.
Yes, and maybe like the mirror, the image in the mirror is not. It is what?
A reflection, no.
Yes, it's not how we look. To what we see is not also not what others see.
Exactly, exactly.
So and so it's also a bit deceiving. Can be this mirror, but of course it's one way of maybe activating, yes, the things in you and start a conversation also with yourself.
Yes, like starting a conversation with the unknown,
Hmm.
let's say. And let's see, there is Virgo over here, number 6, but in front of Virgo is always Pisces, number 12, the last one, right? And it's in blue, and there are fishes over there, so it's an ocean. So from with Virgo, we start to go to that unknown place. That is the 12th house and the ocean, of course. So they all the time go together. They are not separate at all. Like if you are super Virgo, you are super Pisces. And if you are super Pisces, you are also super Virgo. So there is the combination. And I'm very fascinated about Virgo and Pisces because reminds me a lot of the astrology, the world. It's like, and also music. And when I was studying astrology, this teacher was saying that in Virgo is like this partiture. Can I say partiture? When you,
Yeah.
where you read these symbols, these musical notes. I don't know if it's the correct
Yeah.
word. They're
Yeah.
black and these kind of things, and you are reading this symbolic language, another language, look, and it's like, oh, but if you know how to read that language and then how to play the language, then Pisces appears. The music, what you hear, right? So let's see that Virgo is also like an instrument. Can you see? Can you see yourself? Can you feel yourself like as an instrument?
Uh, yes, yes, and no. Or yeah, I can. It's hard to get there, or like to really feel that, of course, in your everyday life. But yes, parts of things things I do, and also when I what kind of work I do, working with details, writing text, analyzing speech, and taking them to pieces. I do it always to reach this whole, this ocean, this meaning where you can't anymore. Like I think this interplay is, yes, very fascinating. That that of course what we do also with language and gestures, it's meaning making, and that is also very laminated with different resources. But of course, in order to say what is doing what, we need to dissect, and we need to go deep and deep and deep. And yes, there I see it as a tool. But for me, I also think that sometimes I just feel that I'm just I'm fascinated with the details. That they can be sometimes more interesting than the whole thing. Or I can get a bit obsessed with the detail and forgetting that this is a tool to get to this to the whole.
Okay, now I get it. Okay, Sari, of course, I met her here in Finland, and if this is one of the gifts that Finland has brought to me, my dear friend Sari. And of course, I know your natal chart, and let's explain to the public that, or to the public. Can I say this to the ones that are hearing us? What is the world?
Yes, the audience
The
or the
audience,
listeners.
audience,
Yes.
I like that word, the audience. Because you are super Virgo. You are super Virgo. How many planets do you have in Virgo? Like four or
Yes, I think
something
it
like
was
that,
more.
4 or 5. And they are a lot, like very together there in 12th house. So she's very, and also she's rising sign in Virgo. So this is a lot of energy for a natal chart. So, of course, me that I know your natal chart can really understand and empathize with you because, yeah, it's so much energy in your blood. So, of course, details for you are like everything. But sometimes this Virgo, let's say, tricks you. Can I say this? Like, tricks you, and you then it's like, oh my gosh, so many details, I need to go out. And that's I was like, this is what I understood when you were saying. But I like this the thing that when you said like, sometimes yes I feel the instrument, sometimes not. It's easy to forget in the daily life. And yeah, that's why Virgo is over here, so to remind us that yes, we are channels, we are instruments, we are at the service of the unknown. Unknown, like from in astrology, call it Pisces or mystery, or yeah, or 12th house. But yeah, we are at the service of this big mystery. But mystery, sometimes words are not enough to describe it, right? And then we just need to remind us like, yes, we are an instrument. So something is using me. This is like the logic about Virgo, what I want to share here.
Yeah, what comes to mind maybe situations where I feel it the most. This being an instrument for something that I don't really I'm so aware of in the moment is when I'm in a conversation and I give advice, or I just answer or respond to people that I maybe if they have some trouble, or just sharing things. And I can often feel that I know what to say, and but I don't know I don't know why, or I just share this because I'm in this moment where somebody is in front of me that is a bit maybe in distress, or just needs to share something and want, or needs a comfort or a reaction, or just somebody who is happy for them. And this comes very natural for me to 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 channel something that I feel that in this situation, um, I I feel that this person maybe needs something like this. Of course, you can make mistakes as well, but this is for me like, um, I often experience it like this, that I'm in the I'm in the right moment, or I'm in a moment. Uh, I'm just, yes, in the right moment when somebody is there and maybe needs being seen, needs being listened to, uh, need a comforting word or something like that.
This is a good example. That's why I ask you because this is something very common with Virgo and Pisces energies, very, very protagonic in our natal chart. Like sometimes I cannot put it into words what just happened to me. Like there's this kind of mystery experiences or situations where I was there and the person was there and we just chat, and maybe this person at the end was like, "Oh, thank you," and I was like, "What happened? What happened here?" Yes, because this is what I wanted to share with Virgo, and from like then in March next year we will understand better Pisces, but we will start with Virgo, that we are instruments. Every human, every being here on earth, we are instruments of life. Can I say this in this way? Like life is using us to express here on earth, on this material world, in by language or with images or with pictures or with poetry or with childs or with, I don't know, like flowers over there, you know what I mean? So it's, there is a point in Virgo where I cannot understand everything, I cannot order everything, I just need to flow. Have you experienced this, where you get into this labyrinth of the mind and there is no exit, and then you just need to say, okay, I'm lost here in this labyrinth, I'm not lost, I'm just here in this labyrinth and I will figure it out later. How can you answer this?
Yes, I recognize that a lot. And for me, it's often, I guess it's often the solution in those moments when it's enough, because I can have this obsession of understanding everything and all the details, and yes, you realize that I won't be able, and yes, then often what works for me is, yes, to give up and to surrender and to maybe see it more like that I'm in the end, I'm not in control of everything, and or you can put it in the words you use, that yes, I'm just here doing a service in some way, and there's so much I can't control.
Exactly. So I like this. Surrender is one of the words in English that I really like. One of my favorites in English, actually, because in Spanish, like there is a word, but I like it more in English. I don't know if it happened to you sometimes that there are words in Swedish that you like more than in English, that the way, you know. So this surrender for me is like, it's not that I give up. No, it's more deep. Like it's very poetic. It's like I just I'm happy just to be here like this, not doing anything as a solution also, and this is the
And
beauty of Virgo for me, the intelligence of Virgo at the end also, because you are good with details, with organizing things, with discriminating. Can I say discriminating?
yes,
Discriminating is like this go here, this is very, like, you are very like you are very good. This is a talent of Virgo, like this logic. You have this cube inside, you know, this cube of the colors, this, you know, like you are very good and very fast doing this. Actually, the animals that always came to my mind with Virgo is the ant and the bee. Like they're very small, look very small, like sometimes we don't even see them, and so like, you know, and they're working, organizing for the whole system they are, you know, and for this king, or sorry, this queen, let's say this Leo, but they are like there working, and the whole thing works. So they are just serving something bigger, right? And yeah, I like this of Virgo. Really appreciate them. And look, the planet over here looks like a key, The name of this planet is, I don't know the pronunciation, Chiron or Chiron. I use both. I don't know which one is the correct one. Actually, but it's not the common planet that rules Virgo. The normal one or the most used is Mercury, right? Because Mercury is this, this function that also organizes this part of your mind that organize, discriminate, like But I like to use sometimes more Chiron because I like to see more Virgo in this service way, in this humble way, in this health way, like that's why it rules also routines and rituals, Virgo and Chiron, in order to help us to go through that universe that is the mystery and the unknown. So, and there is a key that opens a big door, a very like let's imagine this, like I just open a door over here and I just see nothing. How can I go there? And how can you go there if you just open right now a door and there is nothing and you need to enter? What guides you there?
Yeah, I don't know if I understand the question. Like my spontaneous answer was to jump.
Oh, okay, just jumping to the unknown. And do you need any guide to go there, or you feel like scared? No, you just said no, I just jump. So maybe, what can we say, the enthusiasm guides you, or the impulsion, or
Maybe faith more, or some trust. Trust, yes, or and they maybe go together somehow.
yes, I like that. Faith and trust. Like, I'm not scared of this unknown. I just go there. It's my daily life. Like, let's go there. Why not? Why not? I resonate a lot with Pisces. So, yeah, this is this logic of Virgo and Pisces, of course. Of course, remember, Sara has a particular Virgo because all of the planets are in 12th house in this one. So she's very Virgo, but she's also very Pisces. But there are another kinds of Virgo that is very difficult to really understand the unknown, to really like get connected with the mysteries. Like, doesn't exist. Sometimes a Virgo can be very like practical and like, no, it's like this and I count and there are 10 fingers and just 10 fingers, and so depends of the quantity of your Virgo. Tell me.
And of course, my like when I think about it, how I go, I mean, for me, it's very natural to always become quite prepared to things. I mean, I have my purse with me and I have all what I need or can think of maybe needing. Like I have maybe not plasters every day, but I have to put on my lips something. I have my water bottle. I have my money. I have my keys. I have something to write on. If I come to think of something, I need to write. And yes, and I've gotten this comment a lot when we are out on with my friends somewhere, going to the beach, going to the woods. That some start, oh, I would need, and I have it. So yes,
Look,
so in that sense, maybe opening this door for me, it's also so normal to have already before prepared for this opening the door. So when I finally open the door, I don't need to, then I can jump or trust it. But of course I have done also this work before the travel, the like the how you say
the execution.
these little trips that you take or going somewhere. It had been taking maybe quite a long time for me preparing.
but I can resonate a lot with that. And look, there is this small detail that she said, it's fate that will guide me, but I need my purse. I will have my purse and then I will jump. Very Virgo, so I really like it because yes, it is like this. Like Virgo can do the unknown things, but it's a ritual. It's a ritual to organize the pores also. It's a ritual to follow the routine. Whatever your routine is, is important, because Virgo knows that in order that the systems works, you need to be prepared to then jump for the unknown. So I really like this part of the conversation. Now I'm going to share another image. 1 second. And please tell me if you see it right now. Okay. So I always say that these illustrations are made from Austrian artists. I really like them. The story about these images, Sari, is that they were in my grandfather's house. All of them. There were 12 of them, each signs in the wall, and I'm just very fascinated with them. They are full of details, and I have also a lot of Virgo energy in my natal chart, so I love to see them. And I don't know, and they are very also Cancerian in a way because they are very mystery and very old, and like I don't know, I really like them. So this one is the one for Virgo. What do you see? What came to your mind? What do you feel seeing this image? What do you want to share to us?
First association was like this painting, like Botticelli, Venus, or like Aphrodite. It is a bit. Yes, but what more? There are some connection to the eternity or the other side also, like wings and this energy up, like above this female figure. And I don't know what she holds in her hand. Is it some like kind of how you say, this bowl where you can see?
Yes, I don't know. It's like a crystal. I don't know. I think so. Something like, yeah, with the stones, with these magnetic stones that
And also it's the earth, angel of earth, or some
the angel of earth. What did you say?
yes, that she comes from the earth, but she also is connected to the.
Very interesting what you are saying. Look, yes. Actually, I think this can describe a little bit our conversation because it's like, yeah, this female figure. I don't know, like we cannot say that is a woman because it's yes and no, maybe also an angel or we don't know, something like there. But we can say let's say this female energy, but not in terms of women and men, but more of the like yin yang, you know. So let's say that this female energy is very sensitive, is very like is very open, can feel a lot. That's why it's easier to represent this servant, right? Because it's like seems that sometimes the female energy are more available. I think you're understanding what I'm saying. Like we are here at the service. Like it's easier for us to be at the service. So this being this figure, like angel or woman or something, yeah, comes from the earth, the Virgo earth, but is also connected with the sky, with eternity, the universe, the cosmos. And this energy is also like using it. Again, this instrument, this channel, as what you just said, like sometimes I just channeling things when I talk, when I work, when I write a paper, or I don't know, like there are these kind of artists that says that they ask you like, you were writing in your book this, and they say, no, I wasn't my purpose to say that, but the audience understood something and wasn't their purpose, but the message was given in this way that sometimes you understand things, but it's because they happen through you, and then the unknown comes. Yeah. So yes, I can resonate a lot also with this, and with the things we just said. And yeah, there are so many details actually, so many things. There are something you like the most and you dislike the most.
In this image. Mm, maybe here also that since there are many details, it takes also a time to take it all in, and I don't get so like strong preferences in terms of liking disliking, but yes, it's nice when you look at it longer, you start seeing more and more details. But yes, maybe what I do like very much is this straw that she holds. I say she now, but this figure she holds in her right hand, because it's almost disappearing. And I was thinking first, is it a spear? Like, what is it? But it's this straw. Now I see what kind of grass it is.
I don't know the name in English. I think it's spiga, but I don't remember the name in English. But with with I don't know if it's correct. But yes, why do you like this one? Why catch your attention?
Because it's very fragile, and you can almost not see the whole stem. It almost disappears into the sky, and then very like a small sensitive line, and when you focus, you will see also the
Yes,
and like with fragile flowers or grass straws that I have this. Yes, I like this very very much. Something very very fragile, but then of course when it is there in the on the meadow or in at the sea level all together, it can be very strong, and it can be hard for a human to get it all out if you would have to clean your if you at your summer cottage would have this at your beach, then you won't be able to get there with your boat or you. So it has this yes, together it grows together often, these kinds of grass also, so they are.
I like when you said fragile, because yeah, the small things are very fragile as well, like an ant. Come on, or these small bugs. Like there is something with the small things that you need to treat them very delicate also, and also with words happen the same. Like the more you know words, the more you know how to use them, right, Sarah? Like sometimes.
Yes, and you also get upset more when other don't treat them delicately.
Exactly, because it's like, no, it's not the way. And this is the fascinating thing about words and the language. It's like the more I understand the symbol, the more I can get deep into conversations, into communications, into whatever, right? That happened the same. It happened the same with me, like knowing about the moon and Saturn and Mercury and Chiron. Like the more I am into the symbol or the, yeah, the more I can describe myself, how I feel, how I think, easier. But if I treat them delicate, you know?
Yeah, and in that case also like the role it has in the system, that this is why it you need to, yes, but it's maybe, yes, it's a very like respect for the system in that sense, that but you need the small things that are fragile in order to create the meaning, and so to see everything in relation to other things.
Yes, to create these connections, right? To see the whole. And yeah, nice that you look very Virgo. You saw that one and catch it your attention.
And also, yeah, like the way the hand holds it is also very delicate, very, like, you see it's a fragile thing, but for me what I read into it is that it has this can have this magical power in a way, and like what happens
Exactly.
when you also dry a flower, it is so delicate, but that's why it's so beautiful and has this poetic charge, because you know how fragile it is. If I touch it too hard, it will break.
So it's like the fragile things are asking us to be or to be very conscious about our strength, right?
Yes,
Like
yes, that's a nice way of putting it.
exactly, like not too much, not too little. Like how can I touch you maybe without touching you, or you know, also with conversation with people, like how can I make you sensitive, how can I sensibilize you in a way that really touch your heart
Mm.
and not trigger you things, or maybe I'm triggering you things but in a soft way, like this hand touching this flower,
Yeah.
this plant.
And maybe one thing that is also very important for me, and maybe what is, I'm connecting it a bit, what is like what you often read when you read these horoscopes in in magazines, and these that are all sound the same for everything, but this criticism part that you often connect with Virgo energy, and so for me it has always been important to speak honestly. So, but yes, to then have this delicateness and humbleness about what honesty also can do, that it can be very hard, and it can also destroy. So you need to, yes, be very aware of the power in words, in straightforwardness, in honesty, and in analysis, that you are, but still for me it's always very important that if somebody asks me, if they have my trust and asks me, I need to be honest to both myself and to them, and try to, like, always then make this balance between something that I can stand for, and not just say whatever that maybe they want to hear in that moment.
Yes, it's true. Yeah, I like this about Virgo as well. Like, yeah, there is something that a little bit of perfection also there, but this perfection, not that everything, but perfection in the sense of the essence. Like, I need to be true
Mhm.
with my essence. Like, I cannot lie to me. Like Virgo is like this. Like, I cannot lie to you. I don't want to lie to you, and I
Mm.
don't want to lie to me as well. So nice about this. And other thing that I also like about these images were like the animals, of course. And remember that also Virgo rules these animals that are serving us so much, at least the ones that live with us at home. So yes, I want to stand up for the animals over there. Like yes, they are also there, like channeling so many things for us. And sometimes we just use them as a okay, it's my company, but no, there is something else happening there. So there is all the Virgo is happening in them to us. So yes. So I'm going to stop this one. And yeah, I really like when we were like the last things, and I want to keep this idea of touching you without touching you, like reaching you without reaching you, like but in sense of very delicate, very humble, very uh, yes, what like these images, like this in this way. How can I do this with other people? Because at the end the hardest part of is to communicate with other humans, not with the animals. Like sometimes it's hard to see the nature, but I think now is like we as a humans, like we need to improve our relational intelligence, how to link each other by conversation also, because I think there is a main thing there in the language, right? What do you think about this, or what can you add, like
Yes, that I like this very much. It's also, I guess, in what I've been, my choices uh, my whole life has something to do with this relational relations, relational talk, relational intelligence, communication. And maybe just yes to add that when you start understanding this, you also see that we do communicate also in other ways than language. We have gestures and faces and facial gestures. We use our hands, and we move and we position ourselves in relation to other people, and we are all like experts on this to some extent, because we are humans that has this need for yes being social, being in connection to other people. And and uh, and what I but then to see also what is the role of language, because language works a bit differently. It has this reciprocal um, ability that we can also, and also this putting things into now I have a word in Swedish, I don't know, in sammanhang, like the also the system, like it's hard to, we can communicate a lot with also just gestures, but in order to communicate certain things, like for example a condition, when you do that something else will happen. This is very hard connection to communicate with just gestures and images, for example.
look,
So
nice that you add that there are also another ways to communicate, not only with the voice, let's say, but the whole body is communicating what you are feeling. Right.
yes, and we did this, we what we do with that is not the words, the language. Of course there is sign language as well, so it's not just the voice, but with a agreed upon system. Like language is something we have agreed that this means often this, and the grammar works like this.
Now I get
And,
it.
and with gestures we don't have an agreed contract on this, but we still learn by conventions that okay, she sounded sad because the voice was like that, or she sounded really mad. But what she said wasn't in anyhow an insult, but the way that she said it.
Exactly. Wow. So this is the magical part of this universe of gestures, words, details. And look, there is a fascination thing there. And yeah. I want to share the last image. Okay, you know that I designed this calendar, and that one was made for Virgo. It's a picture I took in Colombia, my home country. This is a spot we can see there in my region, in my city, Manizales. Can you feel Virgo here? Can you see Virgo, or how you feel and see Virgo over here?
Yeah, my first spontaneous association is, or like I was laughing a bit because you asked me beforehand to think of certain things, places, meals, songs, and in terms of places, I had written down to myself mountains, but I was also picturing a bit more, yes, these green hills, and I was thinking that what it means to me, like one thing of this also have, but here you have also the different layers. You have the house, you see the height, but you also see that there is something living beyond, like at the foot of the mountain, or these woods going up on the hillside, and that they are connected. And
how in how you see them connected?
That we don't have, like, just also maybe geographically, that we have in order to have mountains we need the lower parts as well, where you could grow things. And then of course what things have happened in
Okay.
this I mean, there are of course reasons why something has risen from earth, but
Like layers again.
yes, and yes, different call it layers or heights, and that they provide different kind of atmosphere, like different things can grow on
Exactly.
different heights. And yes, maybe like growth here. You also have some animals there.
Yes, the thing that I always, because astrology, there is no one way to do astrology. Like there are so many ways. Like the way to do astrology depends on how you are as a human. Like you are the instrument and you are going to play this instrument called astrology. So for me, like the way I see and feel also Virgo is this kind of earth that is very rich in nutrients, and can grow everything there in Virgo for me. Like differs from Capricorn earth and also Taurus earth. Like for me, they are this kind of this, I don't know why I feel it in this way. Like it's very like virgin earth, like it's not super touch. Like look, this is a very rural place. There is no buildings, like there are no buildings, like it's a very rural house with these horses and these, like, and still there is the mountain with trees. Because yeah, this Virgo energy is also this kind of the more I I feel my, or how can I say, I see myself as a virgin thing, or the more I treat myself as a virgin thing, as a very delicate thing, as a very humble thing, the more it's easy to be touched by life, or to feel touched by life, or to let life go through. I don't know if my
Yeah,
English
what
is helping me.
yeah, maybe I would use the word grow, like
Oh, grow, exactly,
when
grow,
we treat ourselves, yes, with this
exactly.
uh, um, humbleness, this delicate touch, uh, doing the rituals, respecting our emotions, whatever they are, respecting our health, our energy level, and giving this nutrition and care. Then we can grow and yes, get new life. So yes.
Exactly. Like we can, I like that you correct me with the word, because it's, yes, it's grow, and also bloom. Let's say also
Hmm.
like
Hmm.
to. So there are these two images, like one very material, very nature, very mountains, and the other very symbolic, right? Like this angel, not angel, woman, not woman, but are the same for me. Like no difference. It's just the way you see it. So this is the thing with language also, is the way you perceive and the way you want to use the words that gives you the picture at the end, no?
But I will actually correct you a bit there that
Okay?
it that communication has that like the meaning making and communication. Uh, then you can use a bit whatever, or that then they are interchangeable. But of course, language has also this agree. You cannot do completely everything with a language because you have when there is a grammar. But of course, when we are poetic and creative with language, we will create different meanings. But when in terms of communication and also with visual sign systems, then we are even, of course, more free to combine them in any way possible.
Okay. So yeah, so it's like what I said was that the perception, and
Mm-hmm.
you're saying is like that, if I understand it correctly, like it's not the perception, but it's the communication.
I know maybe it was now I got into a, a detail.
Yeah.
More like that when we call everything language, we are a bit deceived in a way that it is a bit different. Like visual things are it's a sign system, and language is also a sign system. Uh, but language is also language that works with completely other properties than, for example,
Okay.
uh, images and gestures and and these things. But in terms of yes, this perception thing, I agree totally that
Yes, it's
uh,
complex. It's complex. It's a very.
depending on how we combine these things, we will
We can share. Yeah. Yeah. This is Virgo Universe, and you're very welcome to Colombia, please. This is very close to my home, so yeah, you're very welcome all the time to come and see the
yes, yes,
mountains.
it's a beautiful landscape, and also has something very fragile about these houses, how they are built, very like
Yes, like
farmhouses that wouldn't maybe stand too much a storm and wind, but
forever, right? It's
yeah, but still you make it work, and you find your ways of getting your to live your day, and yes, provide for what you need to provide for, take care of your animals.
yes, there is maybe this invisible thing in Virgo, that maybe if I'm a servant, if I'm a channel, like I don't need to worry too much because I'm just a channel. So there is something else that is leaving me. So maybe this house maybe will not be forever, but maybe it's not the purpose of that house. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
The end
exactly.
of this
Yeah, I think that.
material world. So this is also this very beautiful thing about Virgo that again I is like I put this color or in
Mhm.
this word like service like yeah
And this, what I see also, this dependency on nature, and like a farmer also needs to be very in communication with earth, with the weather. They know that I am not in control. I rely on my earth and the weather conditions to be able to grow things. And here is a bit the same, like living so like in say fragile houses, and you are even more putting yourself like in this relationship with the nature, and needing to trust it also, maybe to and
yes
of course to get to know it, and but then also to have some kind of yes, communication there.
yeah it's the intelligence, the relational intelligence again. It's like we are going to work together, okay, so
Mhm.
let's synchronize each other, okay.
Yes.
So there is an intelligence in this Virgo energy. So I really invite the audience to go deep into this topic, at least from astrology or from this way to see life or to perceive life or to communicate life, because the more you get into that, the more it's easier to create a meaning, right? Or to understand. For me, has been astrology and symbols and signs and images. And thank you, Sari, for being here and sharing these thoughts, ideas. So, yeah, thank you. So, I'm going to stop these images to continue with our faces. Because, yeah, we are getting into the end of the conversation, but I always ask to my guests to share a little bit things, deep things from them. So, please, let's start with the songs, three songs you choose. We cannot play them here because it's not allowed, but I will add them to the playlist I've been creating. But let's tell us the names and why did you choose them?
Yes, and thank you also, Daniela, for inviting me, and for showing me this. I feel honored to be your chosen Virgo person. It's been really nice talking to you. And although we have talked and shared things about these topics before, there is always something new in a new conversation, like with when you have in putting it in a different order, then you realizing something new. And yes, being this person who also obsess a bit about detail and perfection, I had a hard time choosing, of course.
Of course.
But the songs, yes, I made some two of the songs were older ones that I liked already, like 10, 15 years ago, or one maybe, yes, 10, yeah, between 10 and 15 years. So it was also a time in my 20s that that where you become your own identity more, like being, yes, 25, 27, these years. So then I listened a lot to this song and to this band and this album that this song is a part of, and also this, yeah, both of them were actually a bit in during the same time. But it's this one is this from the Swedish band that that doesn't longer exist, called the Cardigans,
The
and the name is Live and Learn.
it's in
And
English.
yes,
Oh,
band is Swedish, but the song is in English.
live and
Learn.
learn. Okay, nice. What happened in this?
So
What do you like of this one?
uh, the text is very, for me also texts are very important when I listen to music, but also of course something with like the ambient, like the how it feels, uh, what it touch upon in me, and it's a bit melancholic, and I like very melancholic music. Had to swim a bit in this, but something, yes, melancholic, but still has some, also this maybe trust in something bigger than me, and I can only, yes, do what I can and not control everything. But Live and Learn,
Nice.
its name,
But,
and
but I think I heard about the Cardigans. Yes, the female
yes, I think you may have, because they
Cardigans.
were very
Yeah.
big they were very big also in
Wow.
the US at
I
least.
didn't know they were from Sweden. Sweden.
Mhm.
Wow. Okay. Nice to know this new thing. And
Yeah,
yeah, again, Virgo and Pisces, what you just mentioned, like, yeah, the unknown and trust. Yeah, nice.
and also yes, this the words, the text, saying something meaningful, and then also the music, putting it into just a feeling, and you just get some, you channel some emotion via this music as well. So I
Exactly.
would say that this song I listen to on repeat a lot,
Nice.
and also this songer, the vocalist Nina Persson, she has also made her own career as a solo artist, and I like her songs also in general.
Okay, I will check her too. And okay, this is the first one. The second one,
Yeah, the second one is from the band No Doubt, and it's called Different People, and this is a bit more punk, or like a bit prog.
okay, okay, I
Song, but
get it.
also very text driven, and it's about that we are so many different peoples and yet the same, and like I like this theme a lot, and but the feeling the is much more, yes, the drums and a bit more up, yeah, a bit more punk.
And the third one,
The third one is a quite new, um, an artist that I started to listen a lot in maybe 3 years ago or something, and it's a French artist called Christine and the Queens, and this song is quite a new song that I just recently heard, and it's called To Be Honest, and it's maybe mostly the text there that I also felt very resonating with. And it's also about maybe this, when you can't really decide, you have so much, this a bit obsession with the details, uh, then you fly. It's this
oh,
line there about uh, opposites working together all the time and maybe hard to combine, and then you need to somehow surrender, and like this is what I read with a bit.
great,
Uh,
great, great. Everything is connected, right? Like
mhm.
we're starting from something and it's all the time the same topic, but taking shape, different shapes, and also in music is the same. So nice, nice.
Yes,
I will
and I
hear it.
like just the titles here also, like there is this word honest, and also this
Mm,
first one is learning, so also about finding your truth by learning. This is for me like the meaning of life.
Yes, and also if we can create a sentence like live and learn different people to be honest, like it's fun. I like.
Yes.
Thank you. I will check them out. Like, and I never heard about them, so I really like to discover new music. So nice that these songs are going to be the ones for Virgo. Let's continue with the meals. Right. What did you choose? A fruit or a vegetable or a proper recipe?
I chose like one fruit, a citrus fruit, uh, lemon.
Lemon. I knew it. The yellow
I
one.
love I I love lemon both for sweet things and savory things.
Okay. And for you, is lemon is the yellow one, right? For you,
Yes, yes,
the green one is lime, right?
yes.
Did you like lime as well, or
Yeah, I like them both, but lemon is my
is
favorite.
your favorite? Okay, great.
And I also like this yellow, like
Very
this
strong.
vitamin. It is a vitamin fruit, of course, a lot of
Virgo for the health as well.
and this color yellow it's a vitamin, like it gives you something, wakes you up a bit.
Yeah,
Um, and yes, I like sour things in general.
great. And
And then I chose one like um, one meal that has like this certain recipe that I like. This French salad called salad de niçoise. So it's a tuna salad with this green haricot vert, beans, and egg, and that I really really like.
is from Finland.
French.
Ah, French. Sorry, French. Ah, okay, okay. And how did you Find it?
Um, I don't know where I tried it the first time. Of course, in Finland nowadays you can get a lot of these European influenced food culture, Italian and French, and also so. But I don't know if it's if maybe my aunt, she's very into this French cooking. Maybe she sometimes she told me about this. And then of
Okay.
course I googled it and tried it, and I tried it at some restaurant myself, a really nice one, and I
Here,
sometimes make a
here.
no, in Stockholm is actually the place I had the best one.
Okay, because we never know. We can go together someday, or you can
Yes, I will see.
prepare for me one day. I would like to try.
Yes,
Why not? Okay,
yes,
nice.
I'd be happy. And the last one is also with fish, and it's more generic. It's fish soup, so it could be in any in
But
anything. There are
salmon soup or which kind of fish?
yes, but it could also be like with other kind of fish in a cook. I like the concept of fish soup. There is potato and vegetables and fish, but you can mix it in different ways. You can make it more with saffron, and this more with tomato base, with more spice, or you can make this more finished traditional one with cream uh, and just potato and salmon. So
Wow, Yumi, like okay, yeah, we can try also this one. Why not? So lemon, the French salad,
yes, so it's you can say a tuna salad.
tuna salad, and fish soup. Very nice. Look, the ocean over there,
Yes,
fishes all the time, and and the vitamin C. Very you. Nice. I like it. Good choices. Let's continue with the places. Which ones are your favorites?
yeah, the places was hard. I I landed on. I mean, here I could have actually had like I had five maybe. That's what I wanted to say, but
Okay, we can give you an extra option.
yeah, maybe I need it. I will see. But yes, I put the mountains actually, and that is more, yes, it could be any hill or mountainside, or I really like this feeling of walking hike, like walking a mountain and reaching this height and having the overview of how it how the earth looks and how this society looks, and so it's a way also to get to see the system how it works too.
The second one?
The second one I chose secondhand bookshops or this antiquity.
Of course, you need to go to Sarah's home to understand this. Of course, nice, nice, nice. I like it. So a lot of words together there, keeping in these treasures called books.
Yes, and I was actually thinking first, is it like a library? Because I love libraries as well. But I landed on these bookshops because they are usually a bit smaller and a bit cozier. And in some way, I also like this aspect of finding something that I can buy and take with me.
Hey, okay, nice. Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
good.
but it has, yes, and maybe the bookshop has more this mystery, or like where,
Hmm.
like digging for, you don't know what you will find, but the thing is that you go there and you find something. And libraries have more of a system that you are also, there is somebody who has put them in order
Yeah,
and
it's
you
super.
can check.
Yeah, it's already
So
very
I,
organized. Yeah.
yes, I like this. Of course, having books in shelves, I love that. But I love this combination of the order and the little things, but also this, yes, finding something that I didn't know that I wanted, and letting also the fate, like the something guide me just.
I
So
love the same sensation. Like for me, it's like I love going out. Sometimes I don't really understand what do I want to do in life. Like, but I really like this kind of occasions when you go out and you enter to this shop and you were not planning to buy something, but you discover this something in a very specific, like we're like hiding just for you.
yes,
So yeah, I understand what you're saying. So nice. And the third one, I think, yeah, the
the
third one.
yeah, the third one I had, I bit unsure of, but I first I said trains, but I don't know actually. I like, of course, what I like about train is being in movement, and and being able to sit with myself, but also looking out and seeing the outers, like the earth, like they're out, or the world
But
passing through.
I like this imagination, like why not could be a train a place too? We can
Yes,
keep
this train carry, like it's a way of a space that you occupy, and you are being able at the same time be with you and be in connection with this world passing by. So I love this.
Yeah. Two words, the inside and the outside and everything in between and all together. And the other day for the cancer episode, this girl said, for me is my yoga mat. And I really
Yes,
like
yes,
it. It's like very interesting to think,
yes,
to give meaning to this kind of objects that then transforming into places for you because you are in this space and you feel different. Nice, nice. And
and then I need to say one thing more,
yes,
because I put this slash after trains. I put because I was also thinking about my home, actually, that my home is also important. But what is it that is important? Then I was thinking of a divan. It's not a couch, but it's this chaiselong that so it's a
it's not a bed, but it's a bed, but it's not the It's like
something in between a bed and a couch.
exactly.
And yes, this was just also quite intuitive, but it represents a lot. Like it's also the rest and taking care and not being able. I don't need to sit up like straight like this. I can be more relaxed. And also, of course, the divan is often associated with psychoanalysis, introspection, and
Yes, going to that place,
self-reflection.
going to that unknown and trying to order the unknown sometimes helps, sometimes not, but yeah. So I really like also that one. I really like the train and the what is the name again? Divan,
Divan.
divan,
I
divan.
don't know if you say it in English, but I
And
think it's
In
from Spanish.
Spanish is divine also. Divan,
Okay.
divan. Okay, great. Do you want to add another one or?
Now I'm good.
Okay. And I think we are missing three things objects.
The object. Yes. I chose an important book for me.
Which one is
I
it?
chose this really heavy book.
Can you show it? Yeah, let's see it. Simone.
It's Simone de Beauvoir, this French feminist philosopher or philosopher,
Right, no.
and it's the book, her famous book, The Second Sex, that it's about like women's role in society, and she's going through like mythology around it and how literature has been writing about women and like making a philosophy about yes, the second sex, what has been perceived as coming second. And yes, it's an important, I mean, I wanted a book because books are important, but then I thought about which book. So this stands for a lot, also having to do with, yes, this learning and becoming yourself, getting to know yourself and your place, and enlightening, also learning.
It's very
Like,
close to your heart. Like,
yes, and about a bit here also the dissect it, like taking the veil of your face a bit. I mean, we are all learned in different conventions, different stereotypes, different gender roles, and this work in particular made a lot of great effect on like, yes, taking the curtain off a bit on how things have been perceived. And
look, I can see also the Virgo there, like these invisible things that are not very important, but then we need to see them and we need to put them out of the surface. Like we are here. Like we are.
yes, and it's a way, like it's nice way how she worked on this book in the 40s,
Yeah.
that she was going to the library every day and reading the same books as the male philosophers also had been talking about, discussing, but looking it from another perspective, and also bringing in these invisible things, and also, of course, very analyzing very thoroughly how these old men philosophers have written about women, and also like from way back in the human history. So
The second one, object.
second one, I chose like an object, like a box. But I
Yes.
have many beautiful boxes here. So
One, choose one or two or three. Show us, please.
yes, I have the newest one. The newest beautiful box I got was actually for my birthday now, from my aunt, who gave me my grandmother's old box
Wow.
with
With the
these
key. I
with these
know.
with these sewing things like needles and scissors and
Come on, Super Virgo, come on, the box and also the things inside. Like, Oh my gosh! And does it have the key or not?
No, it doesn't. But maybe I could get a key. Yes.
Yeah, why not?
But then I also put. Actually, I have this beautiful one that I got from you that says beautiful.
Ah, I forgot about it. Right. Show us closer the Virgo images because yes, there is a represent illustration. Uh, you cannot see it, but in that small space
Mm,
said Virgo
yes.
exactly. And look that there is this cube and this game and this puzzle. Nice, nice. Thank you for sharing there.
And one more. This is a one I made myself when I was 4 or 5 years old. Out of this,
With stones
the
or what? What is this?
no, this shells.
Yes. Oh, the box. The and it's a matches box, okay?
Yes. So
Like
you,
okay. Now is I hope our audience is understanding and comprehending more and more Virgo from the images, from the objects, and from everywhere. Thank you, dear Sari.
and also this really nice white. I
Oh,
think I don't know, with something very nice, delicate material. Also, that was also a gift. This is the nice thing that 3 of these boxes were also gifts
gifts. Ooh,
from.
people know you really well. And that one is from what? Which material? You don't know?
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's some
Box paper, no? No?
or if it's also some shell material, or like this shiny a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It was just very nice, and I got like these very nice earrings in it. A gift.
Yeah. Boxes are for small details, are for small things that we need to really take care of. So, yeah, boxes, check. And the third one, I think we are.
The third one I chose a notebook.
And I
So,
looked
and
at.
it could be any notebook, but I know I always have a notebook with me,
Mm.
and I love also buying new, like beautiful new notebooks.
Yes, me too. Sorry. Yeah, me too. And to have them not like new, to leave them also there. And sometimes
Yeah.
because I'm cancer, it's like, but it's so beautiful like this. No, but then at the end, I'm trying to use them and to give life to them. I think with journalism, right? You also like to journalize with the journalism.
Yes. Yeah, I write journals. I also, yes, I like to write my thoughts down, or and also to maybe write a poem or ideas for things.
Nice. No, thank you so much. So much for share with us these intimate things. Also, why not? And yeah. So we for the end of the conversation, I ask at the beginning of the meeting. I asked Sara to make intention. I don't know if intention is the word. The word, sorry. Can I say it in English, intention? Or do you have another
Yes.
word? Yes. So keep there. And now the oracle, the live oracle will give you a message to that intention or to this conversation. And I have my I did send cards over here. I look. So you are going to choose one for you. In the top, here, in the middle, which one do you want?
Can you go with your hand and I say
Ah,
stop?
okay. Wait a second. Okay. We are going to feel this tarot, this Cosmos Oracle, and tell me in here.
There.
Okay, there, because there are so many. Okay, the card today is troposphere. Did I pronounce it well?
Troposphere. Troposphere.
Troposphere. Look the image. Then I will send you the picture. And here we are going to search in the book.
Mhm.
Very Virgo thing, very ritual, very. I'm going to read just the first quote and then, okay. So it says water, oxygen, and life. If a seed falls on the tarmac, even though it is a seed, its surroundings will not allow it to germinate. But if a seed falls on fertile soil, get ready to see it grow. So, people, please tell me if the magic and the mystery exist or not. Pisces does exist or not. We were talking about this, we were talking about the fertile soil, and I really like it. Of course, then I will send you the whole because
Yes.
it's very long, but I will just read the last one thing that I really like. Your seed is on fertile soil. Sara. This thing is saying to you this. Through me, I'm serving you today and the whole audience, of course. If something of from here catches your attention, give you meaning, or inspire you, please keep it. And thank you for being with us this hour or something. Please don't miss the next episode that we are going to talk about Libra energy in Spanish. Sara gave me the privilege to talk in English. It's my first time, and I hope I did it good, well. And please, Sara, tell us if we can see your job, your projects, your things in somewhere. Do you have any place we can check them out?
Um, yeah, there's this research portal from University of Helsinki. So if you Google that, you will find something. Yes, and I have a LinkedIn profile. There I don't share only research, but also other articles sometimes that I have written. So, for example,
And your Instagram. What is the name of that one? The new one I really like.
the new one,
Please.
high, highly sensitivity in academia.
I really like that long name, but it's very like the name. Highly sensitive in academia. So I will leave all the links in this video. And of course, you can also check www.bordeinvisible.com to see more about this universe. So this is the end. So thank you so much, dear friend. I love you, and I'm happy that we connect each other on Earth. So sending you a lot of love.
Gracias, mi amiga Daniela.
Tac, tac, tac. And see you next time. Bye bye.